Hey guys, forgive my mustiness. I need to get my braids done and look like a mess. Yeah, look like a big mess. I'm gonna start doing this thing where I just post. This is good for me and for the 5 viewers that are gonna watch this. It's gonna be like a platform to just talk about just self-help shit because yeah, I grew up watching this content and I was like, maybe it's time I just sit in front of a camera and do that. Not because I'm at a good point in life, like, oh yeah, like I'm on top of the mountain so I can tell people how to climb up, but as someone who's climbing up the mountain and has hit certain milestones, just wants to tell people along the way that, hey, this is how you climb the mountain, or find other people and tell them, hey, this is how we can climb it together. Today I wanted to talk about, sorry, I'm just gonna eat. I want to talk about how to get out of a rut. I have my laptop open here. A rut is a habit or pattern of behavior that has become dull and unproductive, but it's hard to change. Yeah? So it's like a boring, repetitive cycle, monotone, that makes you feel stagnant and unmotivated. I make beats, I help run a clothing brand, I'm a student, I'm a son, I'm a brother, like I'm a lot of things. And there's times when I just won't go to class for a whole week. I won't do my assignments. I won't care about the consequences. I'll just be in bed, rotting. Not in bed to relax or recompose or anything, just rotting in bed. And that's a rut. And I found myself like time and time again, how the fuck do I get out of a rut? And first of all, you have to want to. Every time I would ask my late grandpa or my uncle too, that I used to live with here before we moved to Cali, I used to ask him, how do I get out of a rut? How do I do things when I can't, or when everything is sluggish, when I feel like shit? It's like, first of all, you just need to want it. Do you want to get out of that rut? Do you want to do your assignments? Because if you did, you'd find a way to do it by any means necessary. To an extent, that's the essence of being a man. You need to want things. Like, do you want to make beats? Do you want to go work out? Because if you did, you would have gotten out of bed and done at least one push-up. You'd have gotten on your desk and at least studied one chapter. You know what I mean? You'd have designed one piece of clothing. You would have, I don't know, walked up to that girl or some shit. Like when you want it, you do it. But then, okay, let's say you want it, but you just can't, because that advice is very like opaque. It's not very clear. You do it slowly, because I read a book called Atomic Habits, and it really changed the way I think. I think I really need to read it again, or like reorder it, because I can't find the book. Make the bad habits harder to do, make the easy ones easier to do. And that's kind of why I decided to move into a studio. Because when I wake up and get out of my bed, I'm looking at my desk. So I can't go like, oh, I'm not gonna study. This shit's right here. This shit's right in front of you. It's easy for me to study. It's easy for me to study. When I'm playing video games, I put my controllers like far away, because like, oh shit, like I can't even reach for that. You know what I mean? My Bible is by my bedside, so it's like I have no excuse to like not pray at night. Or if I go to bed without reading, it's like I didn't want to, and I can't live with that guilt. So that's why I end up praying. Same thing with working out. I have like 20-pound weights like right next to my bed. I gotta lift that at least do like 3 reps, like 3 of 8 or some shit. So it's like make the easier stuff easier, make the harder stuff harder. That's if you're trying to stop any bad habit, whether it's on your phone, whether it's smoking, whether it's PMO, whether it's like whatever it is. I think that's what you need to do. And that's advice to myself, because lately I've been making the easier things harder to do and putting more blockades to them. You know, like the other day, like I was on my couch and I was like, I'm gonna put up my lecture notes. I'm gonna airplay my lecture notes on my TV. And I studied and I crashed out so many assignments. I literally had like a report on my TV and I was reading through it and skimming through it. Because I was like, okay, going to my desk is harder. I'm always like watching TV or playing games. I'll get off the damn game and I'll load up the slides there. My tutorials, my math videos and lectures, I'll just load them up there. It's a good temporary solution, but it's not, but I don't want that to become a habit. I don't want to study on my TV all the time. But it's like in that moment, it helped me get out that rut, because it's like, oh, like I'm studying. And once you get into like a good trend of things, your eyes like light up, you know, like you can hear better. Like when you cut off any habit, for like a good like 1 week or a few days, like you can hear better, smell better, feel like you're more responsive to things, you know? So like, yeah, I think that's how you get out of a rut. Just make the easy things easier. Make the hard things easier. And make the hard things harder to do. That's really how you get out of a rut. And yeah, you just really need to want it. Cause that's some shit that I've been in a rut for a long time. You know, like I can be productive, but it's not efficient because I still feel like I'm in a rut. I'm in a constant state of like, you know, just cruising through things. So yeah, I think that's how you get out of a rut. And that's just my advice on it. In the next videos, I'll become like more structured, you know? But then right now, that's pretty much what I want to start with. That's how I got out of my rut. I just go like, ah, shit. This is the program I wanted to do in university. I'm in university. This is the class that I picked. I need to do this. And then you just see yourself doing it. So yeah, that's how you get out of a rut. And I hope it helped you. Yeah, so to summarize that, make the hard things easier to do or to get to, and make the bad things harder to do. So yeah, set your screen time. Get an app that blocks you from going to certain websites. Get a sobriety app if you drink too much. Move away from a dispensary. Like if you live close to a dispensary, like move to a place that's far away from a dispensary, you know? Yeah, put your gaming console on the top shelf. Like that's the type of stuff that you can do. And yeah, that's my first video. Catch you guys next time.